What's up, guys? It's your boy Trizzle Trey with TrizzTech&Electronix. I'm here today to show you a little bit different style product than I normally have shown or reviewed so far on this channel. It is an electronic device, and it is something that has helped me out considerably with the small space that I have to work. So I do want to show it to you guys. It is a pretty cool device. It's not a very widespread company, pretty small. Very, very handy device for me, so I really do want you guys to see this. It is a tiny bit different, as I said, but I still think you guys are going to enjoy this. So I am going to show you the product, and I'm going to show you what I use the product for. And you guys are going to get to see a little bit of a, I don't know if you really want to call it a geek tour or, you know, whatever, but you will see a little bit of my desk setup where I sit, you know, editing content for the channel and doing my webpage design work and whatnot. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and it should be a pretty fun video. Alright guys, so here we are with today's product. This thing is actually a really cool device. It has helped me out considerably with conserving space on my desk where I produce all the content for this channel and also work on the web pages for the companies that employ me. But this right here, as you can see, it says more space, more ports over on this side. This is a desk organizer that you can put your computer monitor on, which I actually set my my PlayStation 3 display on, which I reviewed and posted on the channel yesterday. But the basic idea of this device is that it's pretty attractive. It's the same aluminum coating and covering that's on my MacBook Pro, so it does match. It does look pretty good. But it is made by a company called Quirky. I don't know if you guys can see that too well, but made by a company called Quirky Space Bar. They make this one, which is the aluminum version, as I said, and they also make an all plastic, a white plastic version as well. That's a little bit cheaper, but it's not as attractive to the eye, and it doesn't hold as much weight either. This thing can hold up to 20 pounds. The plastic one can hold up to 18. Not that I have anything that's that heavy in the first place, but, go big or go home. Motto I always use. But we will open it up to take a look at it in a second, but this is the basic idea of the piece. It has the device, and then you see the USB ports on it. On the back of it, you can see a little bit of uses for it. You have the monitor computer with the iMac right here. You have the computer USB plugged into a micro USB in the Quirky board, and then you see someone plugging their iPhone in. It's pretty cool. It has 6 USB ports. I don't know if you guys can read that too well, but it has 6 USB ports, and it's for PC or Mac users and whatnot. So it's a really, really cool device. It has definitely helped me out considerably in conserving the little bit of space that I have in my office. So with looking at this, let's open it up and take a peek and see what this Quirky desk space organizer looks like. Okay guys, so here we are with the contents from the Quirky Space Bar box. And first and foremost, you can see the Quirky Space Bar running across here in the back. And then we have the AC power adapter. This AC power adapter is used to make this space bar an independent charging station for your USB devices. You plug this into the back end, this little USB port or AC adapter port into the back of the Quirky Space Bar, and then you plug this into a wall outlet, and you can now charge all of your USB charging devices through this station. Now this over here is a micro USB to USB cable, and what this is used for is this also gets plugged into the back right hand portion of the Quirky Space Bar, which I will show you a little bit later. And this is, you plug this into the back, and then you plug this into your computer, so now you have extra USB ports for your computer. The problem with those pieces is that the Quirky Space Bar is only USB 1, so if you have devices that need to be used through USB 2 or USB 3, they will not work through this. You can charge them through it, but they will not work for communication between it and your computer if your computer is attached through this cable. My external hard drive that I use to put all of my videos that I edit and stuff for YouTube. I put on an external hard drive, and the hard drive will not run through this Quirky keyboard. Or Quirky Space Bar. I will show you this later. I'm gonna give you guys a little tour, I guess you could say, of my desk so you guys can see the setup and where I sit to produce all the content for this channel, as well as do my website work for the companies that employ me to work on their websites. So here we are, just taking a look solely at the spacebar itself. As you can see, it's this aluminum stuff, and it's actually aluminum, the same type of aluminum that's used on my MacBook Pro, and it does match the MacBook Pro quite a bit, and that's actually why I got it. Quirky actually makes another version of this space bar, but it is all plastic instead of the top part of this aluminum, and that it holds 2 pounds less, and it's just not nearly as attractive as this one. But Quirky does make another one, and I will put a link below in the description, giving you a link to the Amazon webpage where I purchased this Quirky Space Bar. But let's take a closer look at this. So on the front left-hand side of this, you have 2 USB ports. You can see that it's this plastic piece inside the little side circle, which is the foot. It has a little rubber pad under it, which you can kind of see better on the right one. We'll take a look there. That's a little rubber pad that goes underneath it. And then this is the front right side of the thing if you are looking directly at it. 2 more USB ports. It's also got the little round cylindrical shape to it. Pretty attractive looking, actually. It's unique. Now this is the back part of the space bar, and this is the back right quadrant, which I told you about before, where this is your input for your AC power or your micro USB, whether you are running it independently or hooking it to your computer, and that choice is yours. And then over here on the back left corner, you have 2 more USB ports. So that makes this thing come to a total of 6 USB ports, which is actually really, really cool. I find it very handy. Working with my MacBook Pro, as I said before, it only has 2 USB ports, and I have a lot of things that run through USB, so it does help me out a lot to have the added USB ports. And again, they are only USB 1. I do want to reiterate that. I'm going to show you in a minute what I actually use this for and what it looks like, but I wanted to give you guys a basic idea and concept of this. This thing holds up to 20 pounds of weight, which is considerable. I mean, I don't know many people that are going to have a computer monitor or whatever, you know, this tiny little thing you're going to put more than 20 pounds on. The plastic one that Quirky makes is only 18 pounds, so this thing does hold 2 pounds more. And as I said before, I will put a link to this from the Amazon page where I ordered it from in the description below. With that said, this is basically the whole review of this. So now I'm going to give you guys a little brief overview of what my desk setup looks like, so you guys get a better understanding of where I am when I create all of this content. Hope you guys enjoy that as well. Alright guys, well here is a little brief overview of what my desk looks like where I sit for hours on end producing content for this channel, as well as doing the code writing I do for my web pages that I design, develop, moderate, whatever you would like to call them. But this is a basic overview. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and walk around and show you a little bit of what each piece is, and give you a little background behind each one of them. Okay, so right here you can obviously see that is my 15-inch MacBook Pro. That is the pretty much key to this entire existence. And up here we have the PlayStation 3D display, which I reviewed yesterday on the channel. And as you can see here, we have some Broncos phone covers for my iPhone 4S and a Broncos Zippo. Over here we have the 3D glasses for the PlayStation 3D display. Behind the MacBook, underneath the Quirky Space Saver, which was the actual reviewed product on the channel today, has all of my cases. There's all the spec cases that were reviewed on the channel before for my iPhone 4S, as well as 2 pocket knives that I use to unbox things. I don't know if you can see that, but over here, you can, it's on the black, is a pouch where my Skull Candy earphones are. Over here is my iPad 2. It's obviously on my YouTube channel right now. And if you look behind it, that is my PlayStation 3 stuck up underneath there somewhere. And here, yes, I do have a PC. This is a Sony Vaio Core i5 that I used for my webpage stuff so that I can see it all through the eyes of a PC person. So that's kind of the whole thing. There's some miscellaneous PlayStation 3 games, some of the Vizio 3D glasses for the 47-inch Vizio 3D TV I have. This case here, which I'm going to zoom in on right here, that is actually my PDM. That is my blood sugar monitor and stuff, because as I stated before, I am a type 1 diabetic. And as we look straight down, there's the Performance MX mouse, which I reviewed on the channel before. It's on a Dell XPS mouse pad. But basically that gives you, a basic understanding of what I do or where I am when I'm creating all this stuff each time. I just wanted to give you guys a little, brief deal. I don't have much room where I am in my office. I got a real small room that I do it in, and my desk is extremely tiny. But that does give you guys kind of the basis of where I am. So I wanted to give you guys that little shout out and little response. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked this little tour, as well as the Quirky Space Bar, please like the video, and that you can either do that located directly below the video or up in the top right hand corner of the video viewing area. Also, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to my channel. I will put more cool tech stuff, and you can get to know me a little bit better if you subscribe to the channel. You'll get an exclusive look at all the videos that I post. So I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Later, YouTube.